Finally, I want to combine these two. We have them written down as separate, but really they're about the same topic. So, hi, it's Oz. In the original video, there was an auditory glitch during this time, so I'm gonna repeat the question now. So, on page 103, the shift into the background of the book, Zaidy's War, and its creation was unexpected and frankly something we enjoyed to read. It was very unique, to say the least. And on page 106, the brief history timeline was very concise and interesting. Anyway, back to the video.
I think that every piece of this book is absolutely essential to give a full picture of the life of bin Malik. And the genealogies, some people might think are frivolous, but they're not, because they are deeply, deeply, deeply meaningful to family members and to lots of folks who think that where you come from matters, and that's the message behind the show you what some of the difficulties I had in the fact that I've included the genealogies in the end. And the fascinating genealogies, and they mean something. And the interviews in taking all these discordant thoughts and setting them up in a linear storytelling. And I basically, it was really hard to do. I had to keep revisiting the text to see if is everything exactly in order, is everything just right. And I managed to do it at the end of the day. Many writers do this, take source material that's fragmented and put it all together, and I basically showed a little bit about how that worked and what I went through to get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's
Yeah,
really
and
cool,
with that in
honestly.
mind,
Yeah, I think that's
I've
like
not
really
yet,
cool.
but
Like
I
just
intend to.
the
It's on
revolutions
my
and how books
TBR.
made. Like, I mean, like honestly, like when I read it, I was like kind of like, what is this? And then, like, I mean, like it was fun. I was just kind of like shocked at the very abrupt shift. But like when you kind of read it, have you ever read The Handmaid's Tale? Yeah.
uh,
So I don't want to spoil you, but like the end is like so odd. Like there's this one
there's a
chapter that
similar shift in frame.
shoots 150 years and with no context at all. So you kind of just like assume. Also, I had been we had been told beforehand. But
Okay,
yeah, so
I'm
like
gonna
it's
read it.
kind of like that at first. And it's not for all readers, but I definitely, and Oz and I definitely enjoyed it. Um, you you like see it and like at first it takes you aback, but then you kind of read it and like it's cool. Like you build the whole puzzle, and then all of a sudden you just like read why the instructions were made and why they chose this puzzle piece to create.
Yeah, and it also got
Yeah.
you, made you closer,
Yeah, thank you. I
more
mean,
closely connected to
yes,
the
that's the whole
people being
point
talked about.
of
Like
everything. You're right about
beforehand,
third,
you have Zadie and you have his story being
third
told
party
from a
voice,
third person
and I wrote it
perspective.
as
But then actually,
more
after
action
listening
style
to
of
him
"You Are There Right Now,"
explain it in the
and then we
transcripts
took it,
in his own
switched and
way,
made it the personal
that
letter,
also
because
added
it was a
like
personal
another
book.
it added more
So
flavor
I
to
had
the
to
book.
reflect
I want to say.
that was the reality. And also, it just shows you a little bit how my grandfather was feisty, and it comes through in the interview as we challenged each other, asked for things to be clarified. So it was charming, I think, to see him in that life. Instead of him being written about, he gets to speak for himself.